These are the masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Yo guys, welcome back. It's Master Flash. This is my team. We're back at France, Le Castellet, and you'll have 2 doses of Le Castellet this week. One for my team and one for BRS, as that's where we are racing this week, or the upcoming week, I should say, Tuesday. So, starting off with let's see how far we can go. Basically, you'll have to go as far as you can, as fast as you can, to get above 9,750 meters. As you can see, I had already done 1 lap. It takes about 2 laps, or a lap and a half, of a circuit to go the distance. And as you can see, I've already done nearly 1 lap. Trouble is with these cars, they are really, really understeery. Like, the front end is really awful. I can't say whether it's true to real life. I really can't, because I've never driven multiple supercars at multiple different F1 circuits in real life. I can't. But the front end on these cars are really, really bad. It'd be nice if we could set the cars up to make them less understeery. But yeah, nevertheless, I really, really enjoy it. Le Castellet, pretty much like Hungary, pretty much like Monaco, like the really technical circuits where you have to carry as much minimum apex speed into corners and out of corners as possible. Those are the kind of circuits that really, really frazzle my brain for some reason, and I really seem to struggle. And it's a pretty similar situation with Le Castellet. Because of the circuit is such a you have to carry maximum speed into the corners type of circuit. Yeah, I really struggle with it. As you can see, all the upgrades going. I'm just checking to see whether I can do any more in the old engine, but I've had a load of upgrades due before Hungary and that are about to fail. With all that being said, though, with the current upgrades I've got, going into France, I was better. I was the 4th worst car on the grid. So I was better than Williams, Aston, Alpine, not Alpine, AlphaTauri, and Alfa Romeo. I was better than those 4. And with the upgrades that were coming after France, I would have been better than. Yeah, I would have been like a kind of midfield team. I'll let you wait and see what happens after France, but whilst we were in France, I didn't do too bad. This is actually Q2. I managed to qualify P15. Obviously, with my team, because there's an extra team, you have to qualify 16th or better. So yeah, I was really happy with that, and as you can see, I got quite a little bit of pace. This was my last run though. I did go out on an old set of tyres, just a set of Delta, and I'm currently nearly half a second up on that Delta, obviously being on fresh tyres. The reason why is because I had to use 3 sets of tyres in Q1 to try and get this sorry car through. However, I call it a sorry car. The car didn't feel too bad at France. It really, really didn't. It felt really awesome, to be fair. Yes, there is understeering. Yes, it lacks straight line speed, but it didn't feel too bad at all. Not at all, to be fair. It's like, I know that if the updates don't come and they do fail, it's going to be really awful at Hungary. But you know, what can you do? You're between a rock and a hard place. You have to roll with the punches and make the best of a bad situation, and this is what my team is all about. As you can see, I was looking to the right of me. To the right of me, there's a big open window, and because I live in Wales, it's just, yeah, loads of trees, scenery, whatnot, birds and everything. So I was just minding my own business whilst Crofty was running through the grid. But as you can see, Verstappen lines up on pole. Leclerc, I think my best lap was the 31 something, 31.5. There is no way I would have found that amount of time. It might have been lower than 31.5, maybe at 31.7. But all the while I've been trying to beat Danny Ricciardo and still not managed to beat him at all. I was at 31.6, I did, so I was 1.8 off the leaders, and that's about right. That's about where my car is right now. But I was just happy with getting into Q2 for once in my life. So yeah, I'm really hoping that next time when we come to France, I have a much better performing car, and we'll go with it. But with all the upgrades that I've got coming and failing, it's not great. It's not great at all, and I don't know what or how best to go with it. But yeah, I really don't mind France this game, to be fair. Obviously you've got to be gentler on the throttle coming out of corners and whatnot, but really having fun. As you can see, I even nailed the grid start as well, which was really good. Really enjoyed that, and we're just waiting to rock with it. For some reason it took really long to get the 5 red lights. Well, we got 5 red lights, we're away. Had a really decent start too. You have to remember that this was recorded before any of the patches came out for the AI and whatnot, as Mick Schumacher gets a little bit squirrely. So I try to take advantage of that, as I then get smashed off the track by Ocon in the Alpine, which got me a track limits for that. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do what I do best. And yeah, well, that was just it was like Bottas at Hungary, just a bowling ball. Luckily though, I didn't take any damage from that, which was nice, which was really nice in fact, because if I had taken damage I would have been in banging trouble. But as you can see, Alonso has already disappeared off into the sunset, and there's not a lot I can do. I am going to fight this obviously into the chicane coming up, as Ocon and everybody couldn't get past, but I'm already really humbled by the lack of straight line speed I've got, a serious lack of straight line speed, and I don't know how I'm going to cope with that. So right now on the grid I'm currently P11, thinking yeah, I can vibe here, no problem. Maybe a car in front will DNF with engine troubles or whatnot, and I'll be good. But the fact that Alonso has gained another 5 tenths on me, 4 tenths, 5 tenths on me, just in a few sequences of corners, it's unreal. And I know I'm going to be banging trouble. Sonoda though, he had to pit because of wing damage. But as this is going to progress, I am going to be banging trouble, and with that long DRS straight, there isn't going to be much that I can do about it. As you can see, Ocon got past me, and I tried as much as I tried to stick with him in the DRS, but unfortunately he's just got too much. It's as if the AI has no, well, they don't suffer tyre warm up, they don't suffer degradation, or they do suffer degradation too, but not as much as we do. They've got all assists on, traction control, straight line speed, whatnot, etc., whereas we, have to abide by the laws of the game, and for that it is extremely frustrating. Try as you might, it's just until they fix it, just don't know. I mean, look at the straight line speed of Gasly, as Gasly tried to make a move, and I covered that off a bit late, but I'm trying to get back within the DRS of Ocon, and he's just taken off out of that chicane. He gained 2.5 tenths, and you only need 5 laps to gain 2.5 tenths, and then you'll currently be out of the DRS, and there is nothing you can do about it. You could burn all your battery, but because of the straight line speed of this circuit, etc., your battery doesn't recharge that much. It really doesn't. and there's not a lot you can do about it other than just, just suck in it and see, which is a bit frustrating. But I say frustrating. Obviously, it's my team. You get the you're a back team. You've got to get to a certain point before you can start being competitive, etc. I understand all that, but when you are absolutely getting annihilated week on week by the AI, it kind of becomes frustrating. It really, really does. It becomes annoying, and I don't mean like even when you're supposed to be quote unquote better than certain teams, when those certain teams are absolutely rinsing you down the straight, and you think to yourself, oh, wait, what's going on here? Same with your teammate who's currently AI. It's just a little bit frustrating. Gasly managed to get past me. Nothing I can do. Obviously, I'm not sure, because Gasly being obviously a Frenchman, I'm not sure if the French drivers Gasly out on, they have a little bit of a boost with it being their own circuit. I know Verstappen does at Zandvoort. I know Hamilton does, and George does at Silverstone. Not sure if the same applies to the French guys at the French circuit, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I really enjoyed this race though, considering how much straight line speed I didn't have. I really, really did. It was really good, as everybody is now starting to pit, which is about time really, because my tyres are really, really cooking. And that's the thing with the Castellet. The circuit itself is such a hard wearing circuit. You have to be on it. The really tricky part is this sector 1 right here. You can quite easily spin the car around, get too leery on the old loud pedal, as Gasly almost lost it. But the speed they take out of these corners is phenomenal. It really, really is. It's like I've got DRS wide open, and not even catching, or I was catching a little bit, but it's not enough, considering when they got the DRS up. I mean, look, Vettel is on the back of me already, and then they easily gain 2.5, 3/10 out of that, just out of that one corner. As you can see, fast forward it on to the pit stop, and this is where it all goes wrong. This is where it all goes wrong, ladies and gentlemen. So I am now going to leave you with the rest of this My Team vid. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. Hope you guys like it, and wherever you guys are in the world today, hope you guys are good, hope you guys are well. A 4.6 second stop after an estimated 2.2 to 2.5 is not good, not great at all, and that's going to cost me big time. Gasly is 4 seconds nearly out in front of me and hasn't got to worry about the tyre warm up, whereas I have to. So by the time I was miles in front of Magnussen's 8 seconds. It is what it is, but it's frustrating all the same. Wherever you guys are today, hope you're good, hope you're well. Take care. Remember to do all that good stuff, like hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.
Caution. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Honest to God.
Gap to your teammate behind is 2.6 seconds.
still gaining on me when I've got nothing. But when I got my DRS wide open. The ERS doesn't charge up enough in order for you to compete lap on lap. Honestly, it's a joke. An absolute joke.
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres. Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
And when Mark says that to me, it really winds me up even more. Of course I'm losing time to them. I'm not going to be gaining, am I?
Okay, gaps in the car ahead is 1.6 seconds. Gap to the car in front is 1.5 seconds.
You just heard Mark say the gap was 1.5 seconds. Now it's 1.9. I'm amazed and disgusted at the same time. Although do appear to be catching up on. I don't know if they're battling or not. I'm going to run out of laps anyway, but still. It looks like he is with Pierre Gasly, so. Mick, Jackmaster Flash is not faster than you. Guess you're not going to get lap this race. So frustrating. It is so frustrating not to be able to.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Compete. I mean, I know it's my team. I know that. And it's about building up and getting it. But when you know that the AI are that heavily stacked that no matter what you do, you can't compete with them anyway. It's just so frustrating. So frustrating.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.2 seconds.
I mean, Paul Ricard has never been a nice circuit to me, but you know, Mick just gained 7-8 tenths in a space of 2 corners. Yay, P40!
And that's the
Came out of the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly deserved win. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Just looking forward to the massive upgrades we've got coming before Belgium. Although we got Hungary before that. Hungary is, oh my god, it's going to be an awful circuit. Maybe a bit of rain. Spice it up.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this result. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, Who do you pick?
I think it has to be Fernando Alonso. He got the strategy spot on and consistently had the pace to come through as well.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One, so be sure to join us for the next one.
I mean, let's be fair, our car is mega slow. Mega slow. Right, mega slow. But guys, that is me, France. Let's go. Catch you later.